which most of you are more than likely a part of the beauty industry, and 10 years as a former salon owner. I help hairstylists and salon owners like yourself maintain their customers, get new customers, and profit for real in their business. I am also the founder of a platform called the T.E.A.M that I developed a few years back. And the mission of the T.E.A.M is to allow hairstylists and beauty industry professionals added exposure, teach them to create multiple streams of income so that they're working smarter and not harder. And one arm of the team is to interview experts from around the world. And so I decided in interviewing experts, I would do like a marathon and just pick some really amazing people who those of you who are in the industry could really glean from. I was very specific and strategic about who I chose, knowing that they all dominate and operate in specific niches and gift zones, giving you guys an opportunity to make some decisions. Some of you may be new to the industry. Some of you may have been in the industry for quite some time and you're looking to possibly reinvent yourself, and you like best practice and answers for your next level. So I chose some amazing experts to give you an opportunity, one, to hear their success story so that you can get a clear picture of what success may look like that's sustainable in this industry. And tonight I'm so pleased because the expert that I'm interviewing on tonight is my mentor. And I think she's absolutely amazing. I'm sure that many of you who are on will agree with me once you've had an opportunity to experience her on this evening. And she just has a wealth of information. We've been in relationship for over 22 years, guys. And I'm still learning from her. So I'm truly blessed, and you guys are blessed just to have the opportunity to hear a little bit about her success story, as well as an opportunity to ask questions. So you guys will be able to ask questions throughout the broadcast as well. Just a little background on Miss Carolyn. She's been in the industry for over 40 years, owned and partnered with over 40 salons, and hired over 1,500 staff members. When I first got her bio quite some time back, I thought that was like a typo. And then I thought about it with the number of people that worked at the salon that I worked at with her. It was definitely possible. She's been in the industry for a long time, guys, and she's had so many successes. She's touched so many lives. Many of you who are on today may not know that somewhere down the line, she may have had her hand in someone that you know as well. We were actually conversing today, and the expert that we had on yesterday, she and Crystal knew someone in common. I believe his name was Anthony. She can correct me on that once she has an opportunity to get on. But he had his start at her salon. She trained him, and then he ended up working with Crystal. So I just think it's amazing. It's such a small world. I believe that great people normally end up in the same circles. And you guys probably won't be surprised that their values and many of the things that they speak about may be somewhat similar. There are, success does leave clues, guys. And so sometimes we make it hard, but it doesn't have to be when we're focused. So I am going to begin our next level industry talk on this evening and start with asking Ms. Carolyn just a few questions as we do our interview. And then I'll open the floor for her to share best practices or something that's really special to her as it relates to the industry and how it can bless you and help you. Hi, Miss Carolyn.
Well, hello, Tanya. Hello, everyone.
How are you this evening?
I am fantastic. It is just so wonderful with this new technology to be able to do all this right at your home. It's just
Isn't it amazing?
It's amazing.
Absolutely.
Get on the plane to do this. I love it. I love it.
Awesome, awesome. So we'll jump right in and kind of give everybody a brief description of how you got started in the industry. How did you start in this amazing industry?
Okay. Well, I just wanted to touch on what you had said about the wonderful expert you had last night, Crystal Wright. And the young man's name is Antoine Jackson. Yeah, because I had Anthony used to work for me as well, so I wanted to just make sure that we know he's gone. He was Wendy Williams' hairstylist. He's gone, but he'll never be forgotten. He actually comes from the tribe of INflight, and he worked under Rosita in the Durham INflight, who owned the Durham INflight Salon. And we miss him very much. And he never ever forgot where he came from. His humble beginnings are so awesome. So I wanted to just clear that up. And so myself, I've been, I started as a child with dreams to become a hairstylist. I had a neighbor when I was 6, 7 years old who was a very, very popular stylist in the Silver Spring area. And I just loved her style and how she lived and, just everything about her. Her name was Dino. And she took me under her wing and she shared me with Audrey, who was another friend of hers who was a hairstylist. And so at age 12, 13, 14, I was in salons, shampooing hair on the weekends, making my money, feeling great, knowing this is what I was going to do. So it's kind of been something I knew all along I was going to be a hairstylist.
Goodness, that's a blessing
Oh,
because
yeah.
I know for me, it wasn't something that I knew all of my life. I kind of just organically got into the industry with absolutely no regrets. And so I think that when people start early and they really, really understand what it is that they want to do, as we talked before about having defined goals, it makes a huge difference. And so when you knew that that was what you when you find early, remember my thing was defined goals, and so it's so in line with that. I imagine that you already like had a vision of how you wanted to do your thing in the industry. What did you see? Seeing as though
Well, yeah, more of a, a dream, and you want to make your dreams come to a reality. Both of those ladies were actually Madam C.J. Walker graduates of the last class in the D.C. area. So I had great mentors to take me by the hand, and so I went ahead and took cosmetology in high school. So it's 10th, 11th, 12th grade. So by the time I was 18, I was out licensed and ready to go. So it was just always one of those things I said I was going to be famous hairstylist. I was going to travel the world and have lots and lots of salons, a big chain of salons. So actually, I went to work for a chain of salons. It's kind of funny how I started out, but I started at, it was called Lewis's Hair Salon, which is owned by creative hairdressers. So started in Lewis's, which was at the bottom of the barrel because I wanted to work my way up. And a young lady, I'll never forget, one of the district supervisors came in and she said, "What in the world are you doing here?" That was one of those places where we teased up the hair and we did $5 permanent waves. This goes way, way back. And so she took me from there and said, "You're going to go to the hair cuttery." This said, "You're a better fit for the hair cuttery." So that Friday, I was all excited. I'm going to the hair cuttery. I'm going to start working in the hair cuttery. And she said, "You know what? An opportunity just opened up at Bubbles." And that's this high fashion salon downtown. It's above the cuttery, still owned by the same company. And it was on 20th and K. And she was like, "That's where you're going." And I was like, "Wow, I'm going to Bubbles." And then from there, it just, and then I decided I was going to open my own salon. So that's how we got INflight after I left working for the chain. The working for the chain salon, I gave 150% as if it was my own so I could learn how to run a corporate salon. I didn't want a booth rental salon. I wanted employees from day one.